Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog on the vlogging channel. I am Nick Manzoni. Thank you for joining me today. I just want to share a quick story about what happened last night, and more specifically, my role at Epcot. So let me just allow me to expand, if I may. My job basically is park greeter, and what that entails, you're supposed to be taking tickets. You're supposed to be directing people. You were like the first round of defense they see at the guests see at the park. So anyway, I was over at main exit yesterday because that's where I'm positioned for the time being. I'll get more into that later on, but that's where I'm positioned right now. And you see a lot of different things compared to the Lion King last year, which I was a greeter, and you know, I showed you all the stories. I told you all the stories, and I saw everything from domestic violence to Brazilian tour groups to everything else. It was crazy. But Epcot, the park greeter job is different. Now, how is it different? You see a lot of different things and different elements that I didn't see at the Lion King because I was tucked away in that corner. But so this one particular event. There were three separate events last night, but one particular event, this lady comes up to me. She was exiting the park. She had to be about 75 to 80. Um, so she comes up to me and she reaches her hand in her pocketbook and she pulls out this. Now, as a park greeter, I know, you know, you receive compliments, people get mad at you, so you get a mixed bag of everything. Never in my life have I ever gotten a figurine for doing a good job. I was quite blown away with it. I don't know if it was a, you know, a good gesture, or is she giving out to everybody, or just me? That I don't know, so I can't speculate on that because I just don't know that. But she gave me this and said, "May God be with you." Now, I'm thinking, what the hell? What in the hell? Come on. But it makes you think because at Disney you see a mixed bag of everybody. All disabilities, all races, all personalities, type A, type B, all blood types if you want to go that far. But yeah, especially if you're an attractions host or a park greeter, you see a lot in a given day, and sometimes it's terrifying to witness the things that you see. Sometimes it's awesome. It depends on how the day goes. But I didn't know what to think about this. So naturally I kept it because, if someone gives you something and if it's awesome, you keep it. I'm not saying this is awesome, but it's a good gesture to have. Well, that was incident number one. Number two, I right after Illuminations was over, all the guests come to the front of the park, their spaceship Earth. And I I got a kind of carpal tunnel syndrome or shattered hand because I was giving out so many high fives last night. I must have gotten probably about 350 high fives last night, all in 6 hours, because I was just giving them away and giving them away, and people were loving it. And people were like, "Oh, that's awesome!" When people exit the park, you want to give them one last thing to go by. You want to give them one last reward to go by. So that's what I did. One last reward is a high five, or I get a lot of hugs. Even last year too, I got a lot of hugs. Excuse me. But I don't know why I get a lot of hugs, but I do. And do I hate it? No, it's awesome. Is it sometimes uncomfortable? Yes, I admit that. Um, but never have in my life have I taken a selfie with a guest. That's what happened to me last night. A guest come up to me, or three guests come up to me. They were so excited. They were pumped up. They were like, "Oh yeah, this is awesome! The fireworks are awesome!" And they saw me. They go, We want to take pictures with co-cast members, and we want to know if you want to be in our picture." So naturally said, "Of course I want to be in your picture." So I took a selfie with those three guests, and it was awesome. That was my first time doing it, and that was awesome. Would it happen again? Probably not, but it was cool. It was really cool. The third thing I want to tell you about is what happened after work. Now, I'm gonna go very, very broad and general with this, but I come into work every day. I have to go under test track. So the last night and the other night, I was leaving work, and to my surprise, they were doing SimTrack testing at 11:30 at night. Come to find out that they do ride testing at the end of the night for every ride, for Space Earth, for Test Track, for Mission Space, and speaking of Mission Space, but let me just finish my story here. Yeah, so I got to experience SimTrack testing from the ground up, and let me tell you something. Probably one of the coolest things I've ever experienced is going under test track at the end of my shift and seeing them doing SimTrack testing. It's probably, if you haven't experienced it, if you work at Epcot, go experience it. They do it very late at night, and I know I'm not supposed to say anything about that, but it's all good. I'm not gonna harp on that. But the fourth thing I want to mention is, I had a guest come up to me and ask me, where's the first aid? So I go, okay, the first aid is right here. You can go get whatever you need. So she begins to tell me, she goes, "Oh, I didn't know Mission Space was that intense." So she got off the ride, she comes up to me and she goes, and I'm kind of feeling sick and wobbly and woozy, and she goes, "My son's okay." She pointed me to her son. He goes, I'm fine, but she goes, "The ride was kind of intense for me," and so I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I mean, before you got on the ride, you had to read the sign, right? That's what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm like, okay, man, go to first aid. They'll take care of you, and they will give you the proper steps. But this is advice for anybody that goes on Mission Space. Please, please, please read the sign at the front of the ride, because it specifically states there's a green sign and there's an orange sign. I don't know. I haven't been on a ride myself, but knowing what we know now, it's pretty intense. But yeah, that's my night at Epcot. It was very eventful. It was only a 6-hour day, but it went by like this. It's very eventful and it's very fast. If you're down here, if you're in Florida or if you're in the Disney area, come see me at Epcot. I'll give you a high five. You can give me a hug. We can talk. We can chat. So come see me at the main entrance of Epcot. I'll be happy to take care of you, and I'll be happy to see you. So everybody, that would do it for my vlog for today. This is mainly targeted to the Disney college programmers, blah. But anybody can watch this. If you like what you heard in this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have a specific cast member story you want to tell me, leave it in the comment section below. Or just like this video, comment, share it, subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, next week I'm gonna start taking video from the parks. I don't know where and how it would begin, but it will begin sometime next week. So just look for definitely POV rides. Now that I have my GoPro, I can actually do that. That would be intense. Look for just more food reviews. I know I did the one from Casey's back in May, but I'm gonna go more in depth in Casey's. when I do that, I'm gonna do the fountain, which I did 2 reviews of the milkshakes, but I'm gonna go back there because I have some unfinished business doing there. And remember, folks, the fantasy football show, I promise you that will be coming out last Sunday. I had to hold off on that just for a little bit because I do have another draft Saturday night. So what we're gonna do is this Sunday. I will have a huge fantasy football show dedicated to both teams, both leagues, and I'm going to tell you what happened last year, why I got essentially screwed, um, but that will be coming this Sunday, and I promise you that will be coming this Sunday. And an update on the gaming channel, it's going very, very good. I'm still trying to fix my capture card. When I do, I will release all those gaming videos, and they will be in a separate playlist, so they will be separate from my channel. So I want you to enjoy that. But for now, I'm gonna go have lunch and go enjoy the day outside. I want to thank you for joining me and listen to me as you signing off, folks. Have a good day.